How you feeling, how you breathing, how you When those who appear before TRC did not see the would-be victims, the accusers. Our judicial system calls for the accused facing the accuser and giving the accuser, the accused, due process. Okay? If you say Senator Johnson raped, which I never done in my life, I have to know who I raped. I have to not be told who I raped, but I have to see who I raped. I must be given due process. But when you call me and you say, well, the TRC is not a court, it's just to come and tell the truth and reconcile with the aim to meeting your would-be accuser. And if you did something to the accuser, you say, I'm sorry, if you can remember. And so, but that was not the case. We were invited individually to narrate our experience of the war. And after that, the TRC wanted to use our narration to convict us. That is not done anywhere in the court of law. Due process is what our Constitution requires. So if you say Senator Johnson massacre...
Yeah. The message due process is what our law requires. Due process. Then why are you saying now that calling for all to establish the code now is a fiasco? Due process, you agree. Due process is what our law says we should do. But Papi, what happened now? Pastor, bishop, apostle. Then why are you refusing now that we shouldn't talk about the establishment of war and economic crimes for Liberia? Double standard in Liberia. Oh. All right, welcome to the program, man. Welcome. I respect all of you. This platform, for us, this platform is for dignified people, for people that, first of all, full of respect for themselves, and they respect other people, and they respect me as a presenter, and I reciprocate as well. That's why I don't, if I own my live show, I watch the live show for you. I use my other gadget to be live as well, so that I can follow the discussion, follow who is posting, who is saying what, because by the time you go off the track, there's no warning, because I always warn people before anyway, so I just get rid of you. All right, today is what, Friday weekend? Oh, it starts right here. 14th of the 9th. Okay, 2 weeks from now, and we'll be saying goodbye to this wonderful month, September. It's somehow wonderful, isn't it? Yeah. All right, we're expecting our studio guest, our brother Alan. Let me just call his last name Alan. If he comes, then we go in more detail. Mr. Allen will be here. He's a Liberian residing in the USA. Allen is a great guy, great man. I came across Allen while I was here and serving as the international co-host for Mr. Daniel Rogers' show. At the time, he was at Heart FM, the Heart Morning Live show. He used to be a very regular caller there. And they always introduce himself, in fact, advocating for the disabled, especially the blind, because he's also from that community, represent the community. And we decided to build friendship and thing. I went to him in Liberia 2 years ago, or just before the election. We met. you heard I was I went to how to call the station. I went to Hot FM and we did a show, and he was listening and he said, "Oh God, I gotta go see Max today." I don't know who's trying to call. I'm not taking any guests right now. Yeah, sorry, I'm not taking any guests now, Williams. We're waiting for the guests to come in. And so he came to see me and we met in National Street. And we had a discussion and we were so happy to see each other after we've been chatting and we've been discussing on the radio. And we spent some time there and he left and he went home and he said, "Max, but we'll have to meet before you go." I said, "Yeah, no problem." And a week before I could leave Liberia to come back, I rang him and we met. Mr. Allen, we sat down and we had a meal together, and from there we were discussing. He asked me, he said, "Max, you were in the UK that told you over the radio that I am blind." He said, "Well, you know why? I wasn't born blind. And I never got ill. You know, there's nothing like sickness that actually led to me getting blind. But actually my blindness came due to the contribution of a fellow, a warlord. And by the time he said that, I felt the cold in me. He said, "Yeah, brother Max, somebody forcefully turned me blind." Somebody forcefully turned me blind. I'll leave the rest of the story if we get Mr. Allen having to come, then we will go into it. As a warlord, somebody who was directing the war in Liberia, somebody who could give command to kill somebody, somebody who could give command to have you tabed, somebody who could execute just anybody at any point in time and nobody will ask him question. Yes, somebody who was at the forefront driving the wheels of the war in Liberia. A young person, young man as well. Put another young man in that kind of a position. By the time my brother finished explaining the story, I was in tears because for me I'm quite emotional. I must admit, yeah, I'm very emotional. And I couldn't believe this. And we still have them around here. They are around in Liberia. They are holding positions. They are there and we refer to them as our leaders. They are there and we refer to them as our lawmakers as well. Yes, they are there and they are living better life than what my brother is going through right now. They came. They made him blind. They met him in a very physically fit condition. that he was doing everything well. He was doing everything in the best way possible to help himself and help his family, preparing for the future as well. And it made him blind. And today somebody is telling me that, yes, they're calling themselves young men, young women, young people. They are telling us that indeed it is wrong, very, very wrong, to call for the establishment of war and economic crimes code for Liberia. That indeed it is wrong. It is wrong, rather, for us to actually call for the implementation of the TRC recommendations. Yes, these are the people that refer to them right now as young people. I watched the debate the last time. Ducal debate was held at Fendel campus. And I saw our people. I mean, those people that we call our common people. We saw our mothers who, when you speak in certain English, they feel that you speak in foreign language. They were there. And those who want for the establishment of war and economic crime, because they were sitting one side. And those who are standing against it, they were also sitting one side. But what I could see among the two groups was a kind of people that were in the same bracket, age bracket, that we can still refer to them as young people, irrespective that they are somewhere around the 30s or so. But I still refer to them as young people. I could see them there sitting and getting prepared to put their points across and to argue and put an argument across and say, yes, this is the reason that I am saying I don't want war and economic crimes code for Liberia, because if we do it, we'll open all wounds. That's the only argument I could hear from them, their point of argument. But when I listen to my mothers, when I listened to my aunties, to my uncles that day, and some of them revealed at least for a few seconds, they'll have a few minutes they had there to talk. They told a little bit of their stories before they could ask questions. And those that are standing against the call for the establishment of war and economic crimes code for Liberia, they didn't even know what to say. Even if you are getting paid for this kind of a thing, man, what can you sit in your lay closet and ask yourself? What can you sit in your lay corner and just ask yourself, is this the right thing I'm doing for my country? Is this the right thing I'm doing for those innocent souls? Is it the right thing I'm doing right now for that mother, for that baby, that pregnant woman that was butchered to death? And her child was, in fact, she was alive, and they delivered, they opened her stomach and took out the child. Why can't these young people just sit in their lay corners and just ask themselves some of these questions? We know, we understand. Liberia is hard. That some of you guys, they're paying you. They're pushing you at the front. Go and galvanize young people. Go and galvanize this group. And get in the streets, print some placards and say, we don't want any establishment of war and economic crimes code for Liberia. We do not want the implementation of the TRC recommendations. You're going in the street. We give you at least $50 each or so. Go and sell your liberty. That's what they tell them in this card. These are the same young people that are telling us they are just graduate every time, and then they come with it in another way. They will come out and start complaining. We graduated. I graduated 3 years ago. I graduated 3 years ago. There's no job, nothing. And here you are. What's supposed to pave the way for you, or maybe for your children, is what you are standing against. You wake up in the morning, you go to the attire centers. Who do you find there? Graduate from the university. Yes. There's no our entities in the villages or wherever you go to the Atae Center, so-called intellectual centers. Who do you find there? These young people, so-called. We're here to push. We're here to defend our people. We are here to preach the right message to our people and whatsoever. Then in the 90s, the same people use you. How can somebody really use, use you against your own self? And you sit down there, you celebrate. And you sit there, you're calling yourself, a young person. You're looking for a future. You are talking for your future. I am so confused about Liberia. I can't lie to you. The land is just full of strange people. Very, very strange people. That sometimes when you see the behavior of these very, very people that are referred to as young people, when you see their behavior, sometimes you just give up. And sometimes you just want to leave it and just say, look, you know why? I don't want to be an advocate anymore. Because the very same people that I am talking about, I am talking on their behalf, are the very same people that are doing the wrong things. We're still waiting for our guest. If we get Mr. Allen, 19 minutes past the hour, we'll go with the show. If not, if we go at least halfway down the line, and we don't get him, then I'll open the lines for us to discuss. You can call. Well, give me the time. Let me be talking small until we can have Mr. Allen in the next 15 minutes. If we don't get him in the next 15 minutes, then I will open the lines. Maybe you can also speak on the very issues that I'm addressing right now. You're standing in the way of justice. They are calling us names. They are in fact telling people that we are the pay agents, that the people pay us. I don't know who pay us, that they're paying us to advocate and call for the establishment of War and Economic Crime School for Liberia and the full implementation of the TRC recommendations. That they are paying us. That's why we are talking. That's why we are raising our voices every day. But they who are standing against it, and they say they are not being paid, especially on the soil in Liberia. I'm not even talking about those in the diaspora, especially those in the USA that are governing themselves. They say they're going to stand against the call for the establishment of War and Economic Crime School for Liberia. Shame on you guys. You left your country, and some people say, well, thank God the war came. Some of you took the opportunity. As most of the guys, the only thing I can say with my fellow Liberians is that some of them, because their parents were informed far ahead about the war and they knew what was coming, maybe at the age of 10 or whatsoever it is, they had the opportunity to leave Liberia at a very, very early stage. That everything they heard about the war, it was just via the radio or television or so. It was like a movie to them if you're watching it on the television. But for me, and for some of you, for me, Brother Allen that will be here, we stayed there. Allen, good morning. Allen, good evening. Good evening, Allen.
Good evening, Max.
Wow, welcome. I know you're about 20 minutes late, but you're better late than never. Good evening to you, and how are you today?
I'm fine, and I thank God. I thank Almighty God for my life and what He's doing in my life.
Wonderful. That's great to hear that, especially so with respect to the what we're seeing on the television. The Hurricane Florence is actually. But how is your end where you are about the hurricane?
I'm very far from those things, but we are hearing what is unfolding and how it's causing serious trouble in other places, landfall and all kind of stuff. Yeah, we hear a lot of things going on.
Anyway, it's great to have you on. I've a little bit tried to introduce you, but I didn't go deep into it. And I was also just trying to set the agenda as well. What we're talking about, you know, I mean, our trouble, the war situation, and in fact, how the young people are also playing some kind of game with themselves. They're thinking that they're playing games with us or with the rest of the country. So I was just trying to engage our listening and viewers tonight while we're waiting for you. But welcome to the show, to the Max K Talk Show. Thank you and thanks for accepting our invitation, sir.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure, brother, to be here and joining you in pushing one agenda that will foster, you know, the developmental process of our one nation.
Now, for the benefit of our listening audience and those especially following us as well on Facebook Live, let me just give you maybe a couple of seconds to just tell us a little bit about you by way of introduction, so they can get to know as to who our guest is tonight.
Oh, let me say good afternoon, good evening, good morning to people in our media landscape. By the way of introduction, my name is Samuel Allen, called the head activist for the upliftment of the rights of people living with disability in Liberia, now based in the United States, to be specifically New York, Manhattan.
That's great. You hear, I started in the introduction, but I only call his last name and I left the rest. I say he will come and tell us. So that's our studio guest for tonight on this special edition of the Max K Talk Show. And it's our honored actually to have Mr. Allen here tonight. So let us go right back to Mr. Allen. Allen, now, first of all, right now you're in the States. Thank God. Perhaps we get to know later on during the show as to what are you doing there, what are you up to and things. But first of all, let's start with home, especially in terms of when you were growing up as a child, you know, growing up in the family home, maybe your experience and also, you know, the kind of memories and things. Is there anything that you can share with us that we can take and say, oh, wow, I remember those days as well? How was it like when you were growing up in your family home?
Thank you for the question. Samuel Allen is the offspring of Sam Allen at the National Fire Service and Esther Kpakio. I was born in Monrovia, Liberia, to be specifically in Lockingtown, Buddytown. Was there and grew up between Lockingtown and Gardnersville during the war. I was kidnapped by some rebels troop that came in the city by Frank Johnson people and were taken away from my family and into the bush for training. And based upon my refusal to participate in that, I was beaten, severely tortured, and raped by a lady that came to me. There was serious argument. Can you imagine a 9 years old, 10 years old child? And she said that she need to sleep with a virgin, a young virgin.
All right, Sam. Let me hold you there, yeah, because we're coming drive through. Let me hold you there. Let me take you back a little bit. Let's get to know your own personal story in terms of great memories. We're coming to this particular story as well. When you were growing up as a little child in your community, among your families or so, in terms of maybe festivities, like celebration of festivities in Liberia, like whether it's Christmas, whether it's New Year or so, do you remember anything that you can share with us and say, wow, I remember days and days how we used to do and things? How was it like in your household?
Man, it was so beautiful during the 80s, the 80s, it was so beautiful. Liberia was not the best, but Liberia was okay. Everything was peaceful. I can still remember playing with the 5 cent and 10 cent. Sometimes we would take 10 cent down the bridge to West Point. Man, we would get a lot of fish. A lot of fish. You can get like 2 plastic bags full with fish. If you get 25 cents, man, you would cook a nice dish and eat it. Trust me. It was so beautiful at that time. Everything was peaceful. Even though there were a lot of ritualistic killing and other things. But I was a very active young man coming up in life. My late grandmother, she was a very sweet, I miss her a lot. Even up to now. When I come from school, she would always take me along with her. She liked doing a little bit of this, like, backyard gardening. She liked doing some farm like that. She would take me to the farm or the backyard garden, and I will work hard for her. Planting some potato greens. I love that, especially when she cooked those potato greens. It's so delicious, brother. I love it being with her. I miss her so much. She's dead and gone. May her soul rest in perfect peace. But life was, very, very nice. My dad, he's a loving daddy. My mom also, my siblings. It was very nice those days.
Did you remember playing marbles as well? I do remember playing marbles.
Oh, brother, yeah. They used to whip me for that. I used to get severe whipping because my daddy, my uncle, my late uncle, he don't like to see me, play those marbles and sometimes go play football. Man, I used to play. They used to call me George Wheeler because I always went 9 and man, I was very strong. When I was coming in life, I never had, only one boy used to beat me. His name is Kpakio, but he's trying looking for specific. Kpakio would beat me all the time. When I come home, my grandfather said, if you come back here, they may beat you. I will whip you. So when he beat me, I came crying. They whipped me, and I went back. Man, I grabbed that bugger. I beat the hell out of him. I hurt him. And from that day, everything ceased. Sometimes we play the marble. That time, come on, hey, give me everything here. You give me, I'll whip you. I said, man, I said, I'll tell, that's cool. And I'll just give it to him because I'm afraid he whipping me, Sometimes I would be like playing, and I'll say, hey, you go down, sit down, let me play for you. I said, I used to play, and I love the Christmas present when we see the Ome Beka. I know you can remember that thing, Ome Beka?
Yeah, Dangoli. Yeah. Now, let me know a little bit because this question will lead me to comparing and contrasting, maybe behavior today among young people as well. When you were coming up in your family, especially at home, and of course, in relations with the community, those you guys play together and thing. How was it like in terms of discipline? I mean, was it something that, you know, you find it a bit quite strange if you compare with today? How was it like?
My brother, during the 80s, everything was very strict. Those days, I don't have to be your child before you correct me in the neighborhood we live in. People would correct other people's children, and the family would be very happy. And because of that correction, that discipline, some of us today, we are where we are today by the grace of God. My late uncle, Hamilton Jala, he was very strict. My dad, she was very strict. My grandfather, Mr. Hina, he was very strict. My uncle, Bill, called Gumbu, he was very strict. My late uncle, Joseph, he was very strict. The neighborhood we were in, by the time, at that time, my brother, oh, Lord, man, you got to be careful. Like seeing people, young, late children, coughing on the street, smoking, drinking, vaping. No, you're going to find those things around. You watch your language. When the other people are talking, you don't just go and interfere or like just intrude in the discussion with you. When you see other people talking, you will stay and wait until when they recognize you, they say, Mama, whatever you will say, you bring it in. I remember doing that one time. Before I could make my, I saw that slap. I didn't know where it came from. When it fell on my mouth, man, I saw that I went in my eye. The light. I said, what? And I knew I was now doing it. Even though it hurt, but it gave me some kind of an education today that I always go with, and I will always teach my children, especially my two babies back there, my girls. So the life, you know, those days, it was very, 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 very nice. Different from what we have today. Trust me.
You think we lost the plot in terms of you know, I mean, having control over young people because I'm asking this question because nowadays, and especially so, I like to make reference to this just gone election. It has been a campaign that I saw that was so brutal. I always refer to it as, you know, a campaign that was so brutal because no human being was respected, including people that we normally call what they call you know, older people and things. I don't know. What do you think?
You know, brother, we lost a lot. We lost the sense of respect. We lost everything. Everything was taken away. Everything was taken away from us. Everything was taken away. The war stole, you know, the happiness, the joy of being a young people, young person. The generation that you see today, from the 40 down, my brother, I'm telling you the truth. The life, the experience they had, it is so disturbing. Traumatized situation they've been through, horrible pains, agony, sorrows those people went through, sisters and brothers, auntie and uncle, grandma and grandpa. Brother, the war brought a sincere destruction in the life of the young people. Today, when you see our brothers and sisters on the streets, it is because of what happened. What these people did to us, because of their selfish interest. You will see few hand of people, 50 people, or 40 or 30 people want to enrich themselves any kind of way by any means. They and their family, up to now, that's what's going on. And leaving the majority of them don't care. My brother, I was surprised when I came back from exile. When I came back from exile, I was so confused, troubled. The community that I grew up in, when I went back there, when I saw the living condition of the people, Loki Town, Cardwell, West Point, Gamblesville. But when I look at the people there, I couldn't believe it. In America here, people say that the word MF, Mother F, man, Liberia is worse. Liberia is worse.
Wow.
We have lost everything. The young people have lost, even the one that are coming, the younger one that are coming behind us is getting more desperate and dangerous day by day. I can tell you the truth, brother. Look at the young people. Now, cause one or two persons that they call and tell you what's happening now. You see, there's some kind of liquor came in, they call it the total pass, or some kind of tax in the laundry, brother. You will see 5-year-old children, 4-year-old, 6-year-old children taking that thing, get a liquor, eat, all kind of harmful substances, destroying the minds. The war, when they came in, the way they would have steal the minds of the young people, they have to give them small money, steal their joy, and give them more drugs to destroy the minds of the young people, neutralize their mind, their conscience, in order for them to be able to abuse their life, abuse them, misguide them for their selfish interest. My brother, we have lost everything.
I think, I mean, I don't know whether you agree with me that as we're seeing it now, it's almost like becoming a generational thing, because you just made mention from 40 down, and even the one that are coming out in this age, almost they are all behaving the same. So it's almost looking like a vicious circle now.
Exactly, because those that were traumatized is giving birth to people who is coming out. It's like the mom and dad coughing and fussing, smoking and drinking, you know, and the little ones are growing up seeing their mom chasing more than 5 men. More than 10 men coming in and who the other men go, after the other, the next day, the other men come, the other men go, the other men come. And that child grew up, he or she start doing the thing. The son will see his father bringing different women in, or the daughter will see her father bringing different women in, and smoking, drinking, doing all kind of mess, brother. And at the end, they follow the same step, because they said, oh, my daddy doing it, it's not bad. Oh, my mom doing it, it's not bad. So, hey, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do this and do that. I mean, it's not harmful. It's not illegal. It's legal. You know, they are following the footsteps of these things. Guiding sending their children, hey, go buy me liquor, go buy me shot, go buy me dates, go buy me. Man, listen. At the point of time when the struggle was hard, I must confess, many of us were in ours, including I was in that. It took the grace of God to get me out. Because the influence of friends trying for you to get sick into society. Okay, if like Mr. Paul's son is doing it and other folks' son is doing it, and you, a young man, coming, you want to, you know, you among your friends, you see your friend is doing it, the girl is doing it, they say, my man, hey, they guy can go, oh, because the man, he in our own club, he can't do the same thing we're doing. So in order for that child to get, you know, accepted, you know, people pleasing, trying to please his friends, peer pressure, draw him into that atmosphere, into that kind of a lifestyle, and we get addicted to it. My brother, Liberia is traumatized. Like even now, I'm doing my social work degree. I can see a lot of crazy things, even in the United States. Now we're studying all these things, and I look at, man, when I look at it, I think about my country, man, I start crying. Yeah.
All right, so his name is Mr. Samuel Allen. He's our studio guest tonight, this morning or this afternoon, depending from where you're watching the program or listening to us via Boss Media Radio International. He's our studio guest on the Max K Talk Show. Of course, we are into the show this evening. Sam, in terms of what actually led to this, because you at least you touched on a little bit about the war that it changed the social fabric of our society also. I mean, in terms of what led to us reaching to this point, vis-a-vis the war itself, how old were you when the war came to Liberia? At what stage did you leave Liberia, and at what point in the stage you came back? Because you may mention that you returned a little bit, and how was it?
I was between the ages of between 9 and 10 when the war broke out in this country, and if my memory will serve me right, I think I was kidnapped, I think maybe 10 years old or 9 years old, kidnapped one day. I remember when the war was crazy, they were killing people. Like Prince Johnson, his crew came in town, fighting, killing, you know, the AFL and Chancellor across the bridge on the other side, shooting. I remember my parents vividly. We were in Gatlinville. We crossed the street. Okay, they walked in and they killed everybody. They were coming in the community. My grandmom had a lot of chicken. We killed all those chicken, fried them, put them in something. We kept it. That's the only food we had. There was nothing, and everything was bad off. And so we were leaving Gatlinville because there was no food on our side. So we were leaving that side in order to come into looking at where my great-grandfather had his house, and we're coming to stay there with his family because, you know, we were hearing that food is in the port. In the port, food is there, and people can get some food. But on the other side, there were no food. You see, so we were crossing, and I saw this guy, you know, one of the rebel guys. He hauled me aside, gave me a gun. He said, I'm going to throw his gun. He called me small soldier, you know, this, that. And I don't know what he was doing. So I would go. We came. He took my mother. He carried my grandmother, carried aside. They started checking our bag. I said, my man, please tell him, man, let him leave my people. This is my parent. So the guy said, my man, you're little people. He was like a big guy. I said, brother, leave them, man. They tell them, let leave my people. They left my people, and we were able to go. We went in Banita, Lokita. We were in Dola over, like, I think, about 2-3 weeks. Nobody coming out, so nobody going nowhere. People killing one another. People killing their own brothers and sisters on sense like war. Because somebody out there want to make themselves rich. Somebody out there want to revenge. Somebody out there want to show themselves that I got mine. I'm brave. I'm bigger. I'm desperate. I mean, senseless things. All these things were going on. They were indoors. We couldn't hold it any longer. People were coming, sneaking out in the night, going to the poor get where my late grandmother, she had to keep me home. Hey, don't go. I said, Ma, if I don't go, I'm hungry. I remember we were buying Pakana 5 for 5. Pakana. My grandfather don't call Pakana. Pakana 5 for 5. We were chewed up. We eat Pakana the whole day, from morning to night, drink water. As you drinking the water, you eating the Pakana, the way you drink the water going outside, how the water falling down. Coming outside. Running stomach, everything, my brother. The thing they call berry. I remember you will see the people, you will see a person, the stomach big, the leg big, the top small, the what they call small, the arm small, the hair big. But that is a deformity on human being. That's what was going on, my brother. And it did not stop there. They started coming in the community, breaking in people, killing people, accusing people because some boys in the community, taking some young girls to them because they're sexual. My brother, it was so desperate to the extent that no food. One day my grandmother locked me in the house and I passed through the window. I started going to the port. I went to the port, I started working. I went to the port, I started working with the Eskimos. While working with the Eskimos, sometimes, I would go and help those guys do a translation. They would use me as a little boy to go and buy fish for them, buy some food for them, and because they don't speak our language English, and that favor God just gave it to me. And, when I work with those people, they would give me food in another company. So one day I would come with the food home. The Prince Jersey boys didn't stop me. They took everything. So the next time again, I went back to the port. This guy, they met me in a gunboat, in a ship. They said, well, get our food, get our food. I said, no, I didn't get no food. So when the food left me like that, they put out kind of put the surveillance. I would take food, I'll give it to them. So these guys started hunting for me, threatening me and said, we'll do this, we'll do that. One day, I was grabbed by a severe, guys, a group, huge group, they kind of grabbed me that night. I think they came in, there was serious firing around there, and the guy saw me, took me, put me in the car, and they ran out. They ran out, my brother. I didn't even know where I was. All the children that they grabbed, they put cloth on our eyes, they blindfold us, and they took us away. When these guys removed the cloth, I saw myself in a forest. I didn't know where is the east, where is the north, where is the south. They kept on one place over a week after they brought us out. Give her just little food and other things, encouraged her, and they brought us out. They said, okay, you guys, we're going to have to do this, we're going to do that. Y'all do that, all of y'all are small soldiers, this, that. I said, what? And there were a lot of young people who accepted it. They said, oh yeah, we have the water. And most of them joined. They took us, started training us. We will be running around doing this. The next time they gave me going to train, I said, man, I can't do these things. I don't know how to do that. I don't want to do it. Oh, that was the problem right there. I was tortured, beaten, severely beaten, and they jailed me. We were in that struggle. They take her out, they beat me, do everything. At the end, they started using me as a luggage carrier, carry their weapons. They would tie me, black on my eyes, put a black cloth on my eyes because they say I'm stubborn. All of that. One day I remember a lady came with a red blast. The blast, she put a red on her titty. The neighbor, everything you can see her, she wear a trouser, put a zipper down, man, with a red cloth on her head. She got an AK-47 double over there, 4.5 magazine. And she got another, I know they call mortar right on her back. Belt the cheek. I mean, when she came, they said there's a virgin child here, and they came with one guy, some medicine man. They cast a lock, and the lock saw him and said, he is the one. Brother, that woman said she want to do this, she want to do that. I said, no. They let it put a gun to my head. I said, well, kill me, but I'm not going to do it. Another woman came, and they started, fighting. And that other woman, she was fighting with the woman, had something like a gun too. She shot the woman, nothing going through the woman. And after she got back, I saw that lady changing. Like a weird demon. The eye was coming out, shouting. The woman said, hey, my brother, I beg you, get up. They will kill you, get up. I can still remember that voice. I can still remember that thing. She said, give up. Then I told her, I said, man, if I would give her, let she get tired and do whatever she want to do. But me, give it up like that, no. Then they said, okay, I will do it. Put a cloth on my eye. They tie my hair on the other side, take off my clothes. And that's how that lady did what she would do. That was the first experience on like sleeping with a very older woman, or bigger woman, older than me, who maybe in her 30s or 20 something, and I was just maybe 10. And it went on. I remember when we were going somewhere, They fought in an ambush. There was severe killing. A fire until some of them died. I was tied and I was rescued by these ECOMOG. ECOMOG rescued me, and ECOMOG were on their way coming again. The ECOMOG guys were on their way coming again. Those guys they fought in another ambush. Some of them were killed. Some of them were wounded. Another people again grabbed me again. They carried me. And that's how my life was. Just moving from one place to another, until I escaped from these people, and I was in the bush for over 6 months, just living in the bush. No man, no pa, don't know.
Wow, as a 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago.
My brother, I was living in the bush, nothing, until one day I got rescued by a Guinean. Yeah, rescued by a Guinean and taken away. That guy took me in Guinea. So they call it Zero Kure or Kuwait, wherever. I don't know. That's where they took me. Somebody took me over there. I was not too happy with the place. I want to come back. I want to do things, you know. And it was not easy. So there were a couple of Liberians who said that, oh, they opened a road, let us go back. I remember one woman called Comfort. She never had a child. I never saw her again. But that woman said, okay, I will help you. I will carry myself. I live in Jamaica Road, you know, and they will explain everything. All the places I know in Jamaica, she explained. I said, well, let me get glued to this woman. The woman helped me. We went. On our way going there, we fought in another group. Well, the first time to see President Taylor's son, they call Chucky Taylor. This guy grabbed us. They ripped the woman. They killed almost all the men that was there.
Wow.
They killed almost all of them. They tied me. And they said tabe. And they call tabe.
Yeah, tabe. Yeah.
From dawn to night.
They call it dofa. I know dofa tabe.
Yes, tabe là. From dawn to night. Who could they say free Josie? Mother this. I said, oh. Okay, yeah. I still got a mark on me, brother. I still got a mark on me. That man Tommy, they tell me, what they call me. So when they tell me one day, one of the guys losing me, he brought food to me. And what happened, you were drunk. So I took advantage of, trying to escape.
You mean Chucky Taylor now?
No, it was not Chucky Taylor. It was one other guy who used to feed us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a soldier. So he came to see us. He losing me. So I was speaking something. I said, okay. And he took me, gave me food, and after he left, he was drunk. He started sleeping. So I took advantage of running away. Oh, brother, I got captured again. That time, Chucky and his men, the brother would get almost like maybe 20 men with him. 20 to maybe the smaller group you can go with. The lesser group, it was between 15 and 10 men with him. But all these guys around him, my brother, these guys are hot guys. Very, very hot people. They never last. If these people don't kill 2-3 days, no. They don't feed themselves. But those guys cut me and beat on me and tied me. Maybe I was using the gun, knocking me with that air on my chest, knocking me all over. But by the grace of God, I was a strong kid coming out of life, very strong. They tied me, and when they tied me, I was in that situation until Chucky himself said, they pick here that something, you won't do something to him at this. And I remember when they tied me, they beat on me, they wasted some kind of substance in my eyes.
Wow.
And when they wasted that substance in my eyes, my whole eyes went dark. My whole eyes like it was burning inside. They tied me. They put me in a house. I spent almost a week without eating. I think they left me there, and I woke up unconscious. I woke up unconscious. I don't know how long I've been in that situation. When I got up, one of the women were there. She the one came, and they took the potato green. They sliced the green, they beat it, mash it, put water on it, mash it, beat it, put water on it. They said that's what they used to give me. I drank. I came to myself. The potato, the potato under the potato green. They boil the potato. They mash it, make it thick. That's why I can say they were giving me until I started giving me some strength, and I came back to myself. And my eyes started declining. My eyes started declining. My sight started declining. My sight started declining gradually, until I lose my eyesight.
You lost your eyesight.
Yes, and after I lose my eyesight, so it's like I would just see when the sun's shiny, maybe in the morning, like from 8 o'clock, from 8 to 3, 4, 5, like at 5 o'clock. If someone at 5 o'clock catch me, I will not be able to move. I have to find someone to get me. Someone have to be straining my eyes to move, walking, So it started declining little by little until I went back in Guinea. There's another attack that held on outside again. The Guinea soldiers then they keep attack. Gun was shooting. We can hear the jet bombing everything. So most of them they ran away. They left me tied in a house. They came to rescue me. They took me. I remember that guy. His name is Amadou Kante, one Guinea soldier. A Belarus guy. He rescued me. They took me. They carried me. I was there and still with those people. They treated me, taking care of me. It was not easy for me until I came back 2005. The end of 2005, I came back from exile. I came home. When I came home, I was totally blind. Totally blind when I came to my younger siblings in West Point. They saw me, they couldn't believe it. Those little babies I left, some of them were 1, 2. The older one, I think he was 2 years old, 2 or 3 years old, yeah. I left them. All the other ones were very young. They couldn't believe it. The older brother came, he can see. My dad came and met me. Can see, they couldn't believe it. My aunt, I miss her and I love her so much. Eunice, wherever you are, I love you. I miss you so much and I'm in search of you, wherever you are. Yes.
Wow.
So that's how it was. When I got back home, my grandmother saw me. She cried. She cried severely. She cried bitterly. She cried. It was not easy on her. She cried. And yeah, that's how life was.
Wow. All right. His name is Mr. Samuel Allen. He's our guest on the Max K Talk Show tonight, this morning or this evening or whatever time you are, or he's there with you. I'm going to take a short musical break. When we come back, we hear more from Samuel Allen, and we go in depth as well into the topic of the day, the call for the establishment of war and economic crimes code as well. But let's take a very short, brief musical break here. Okay.
Give me a new day. Give me a new day. I don't want yesterday. What I want is a new day.
that. Well, all we want is a new day in Liberia. Welcome back to the Max K Talk Show. We indeed with us tonight is Mr. Samuel Allen, explaining his story to us. But what a story! I mean, a child, 9, 10 years old. I'm going through these kind of challenges and meeting people that are supposed to give you safety as a child, and they're turning against you. Sam, how has it been? I mean, in terms of you dealing with the situation, you know, you were never born blind. You never got sick before getting blind. Your family didn't go to the hospital here and there, but then somebody was a contributing factor to your situation today. How are you been dealing with the situation?
It is very, very terrible. It is difficult. A lot of pains I've been through, especially in Liberia. It's not easy, my brother, to live in a situation like this. I will not even pray for my enemy to be blind. A lot of disadvantage. People stealing from you. People taking, you know, advantage of you.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot, man. Even especially now, I can still remember when I was in Liberia there. I see a lot of blind people moving from one location to another, begging for food, begging for money. I would see my friends, we all went to school together, got education, and we came out of there. There is no job, nothing. These guys will go take the whole week to go to school in the morning, come from school 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock they're on the street, walking between the market, you know, market side, begging, help the blind, singing song, knocking sata, you know, beating drum, knocking the cup, rock, knock the cup, stick, knocking the cup, help the blind, help the blind, help the blind. My brother, these people will walk under the hot sun. Can you imagine? Let's take, for example, someone will start walking from Douala all the way in town on Broad Street. Whole day walking the whole Broad Street. The whole capital walking up over Broad Street. Go water side, walk the whole day. Get money, maybe they will get like $500, $1,000. They will take like $200. They eat it the next day, they go do it. Those guys will keep their money. Before you know, they end up the month, some of them sick. They will take that money, pay for their rent, buy soap to wash their clothes, buy slipper to wear, because one day you walk on your feet, your slipper will come. You want, they need clothes to wear, they need bathing soap, they need washing soap, maybe they need cologne, they need cream, they need all kind of things. And not even that, they have to get that money to help themselves. Government at that time, they say social welfare. We couldn't understand what is social welfare. Because we can talk about social security in Liberia. I don't even know what if even that social security is this thing. And when the black government came in trying to get this thing, somehow we look at and say, oh, there's the person, she's a woman. Maybe that woman, she bear now more pain. We said because the woman bear now more pain, maybe she knows the feeling of a child. Even though we knew it was the same woman who paid money to bring massive destruction on us. But we said because maybe she came to apologize, correct the mistake that she made, to bring unity among us, to take care of the young people, to give them a brighter and a better future, we say, okay, let us follow and see. Because for too long, there were a lot of men who came in, they never did nothing. Nothing they didn't do. So let's give this woman a try and see what she would do. This woman came out as one. I served in her campaign as the chairman for the Disabled Congress in order to give some credibility for the disabled community so that we can be recognized, so that they can know that despite our disability, we do have our abilities. Disability is not liability. If you empower us, we can do something. This woman gave a whole lot of promises. Some unscrupulous promises they gave us. After when she ascended to the throne, then she brought some messengers, help messengers around her. People who never knew how the struggle was, how she ascended to the throne. People who don't even know how that woman ascended to the throne, she brought those people around us. Because what the blind men do here, what the blind, like Mary Brown and other people. I remember one day seeing her, she called me, I'm a motorbike, she called me, what the blind men do here? On Saturday, I'm looking, going to hospital. Mother telling me she can't tell people to arrest my motorbike. I said, when you play with it, you will know. You know, have you seen Gina Pupu? You will see Gina Pupu that day. Just turn off the account. I'm already dead because I can see nothing. Just try and let it come. Let it come and try it. You, when you sick, you got money, you will travel in the United States. All the resources, all our country covered. Y'all looted everything. Y'all got it in your houses. Y'all got your accounted in your relative need in the United States here. We are aware of all that. Our people are dying. Disabled people are dying. No quality education, no shelter, no health facility for these people. I can remember during the Ebola time, brother. I went to the health ministry. They almost saw me, and I was there. I told her, Madam President, what are you doing for? She was walking coming down. I said, Madam President, what are you doing for the disabled community? The woman told me, say, go and work with the minister. You see what you will do. That time it was Walter Gonegali, the minister.
Yeah.
My brother, nothing. This woman at that time, she and Tomola Babla, Eugene Nambe, all of them were there during the second term. You know, a betrayal. My brother, everything, lot of promises these people made to us, nothing they didn't do. All my struggle, my effort. And last one day, I remember they said they gave me $1 million. I and the vice president, wife Captain Mubuaka. I went on the air. I challenge whoever have evidence so that should come out and point it. Because I had some calls from my colleagues, disabled folks, disabled colleagues who were calling me, Samuel, we heard you got this way. I said, my man, whoever said that is lie, and I challenge whoever will come up with that fact. Prove it to me. And we went through the struggle. We started talking to them. Sometimes we get mad. I would say that 40, 50 disabled people are going to a house. What is the problem? Where are those promises you made to us? Where are those promises you made to us? You lied to us. How would you lie? This is the first time I've seen it. You know, leader lying. It never used to be like this. She lied to us. She lied to us. She made us a trash for government officials. They keep our so schemy program passed to come out, filter in a schemy bill, saying that she made some proclamation that all disabled people should get jobs in the government, all kind of unscrupulous lies and behavior they were exhibiting around there. My brother, nothing. It was a charade. Nicodemus lie. We couldn't understand anything. And I took the media. I started rebelling against them. I took the media. 2012, 2013, I was on the media because I think the election her 2011, 2010, I thought she would have gone. Right after her inauguration, that's where I understood the political lies that she was giving. I said, oh, now we see you. Because we see you and we know what's going on here now.
Yeah.
I told the media when she wrote out her book, she said this child will be great. I am my company there. Lamio Nolan. I respect that lieutenant. He is a strong warrior. A blind guy who stood for the cause and who stays steady for the cause of people with disability. You know,
wow.
I believe in, his strength. I believe in what he believed in. Because this guy, he is a real patriot. There are a lot of folks out there who are living with disability, intellectual folks, people who can discuss issues to the letter. Inclined, well-educated people out there who needed the opportunity that was not given to them. So I started going to her every time, talking to her. The first thing she did, I would say, okay, go and get me the list of disability and bring them. We said we needed school. She sent me to Joseph Toto, at that time was the Minister for Education. Went there and they started paying tuition fees for, let's say, for semester tuition fee for few of them. They pay 1 or 2 times, then they stop it. I said, well, why you also stop it? Well, the minister said, we'll stop it until further. I said, well, minister, why? The minister got information, a paper, communication paper, given to me, go to the minister and tell you this, you stop it. I went and had a meeting with the minister said, President said we should stop that, to stop what? Why? So your children are minister, just like what I think, he got a daughter, she is a speech and hearing impaired, called deaf and dumb. She in, I think, London in the United States here. That time that girl was going to school here. While we over there, we suffering. So while Babla, his son, the children, going to the same place. All of these presidents, Ellie Johnson Sally, her brother children, her relatives, close ones, all of them. Those were enjoying while Liberian dying. Liberian living on their own dry rest. The people will cook 1 cup of rest. You will see family member, 5 people cooking 1 cup of rest. 5 people cooking 1 or 2 cups of rest. No oil, no nothing. The only thing they can afford to put there, few bitter ball and put salt on the rest. That they will eat, and you will see those people will be. And the children they're going out for. That's what's going to happen. Those people will be in the neighborhood to their friends. Wait until their friends' parents and cook food, and that's how the young people started feeling. Because if you go, you see your mind have much food to eat, and you walk in, you see somebody acting on the street, you say, okay, let me tell you, go sell it, maybe I'll get money and buy some to eat. That's how the young people life was, just getting messed up because you can't afford it. There's ever people dying, people who cannot see, cannot fend for themselves. These people never buy the situation in the supermarket or pray for it. Anybody can get blind at any time. Look at former president for the UL. When we other folks were fighting to go to school at the University of Liberia, this guy said no. And when that guy got blind, he came to the disabled community. We have to train him, teach him how to read and write, how to put down some, take down his numbers and CQ. It was so pitiful.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, sorry guys, I'm not taking call tonight because we only have one line for tonight. And so obviously our guest is on the line, so I see calls coming in. But if I take it, then I will lose the guest as well. All right, but Sam, let's digress a little bit. Your story is kind of heart touching in terms of you know, you not being, you know, born blind and thing, and somebody, you know, this war, and somebody who actually, you know, was driving the wheels of this war made you blind as a child. Now you are an adult or so. First of all, what was your reaction like when you heard that Chucky Taylor, who actually in his hand you got to be blind today, when he was sentenced to at least 50 years, I don't know, 90 years in prison? What was your reaction like, and how are you feeling? What is your reaction with respect to the call for the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Code as well?
Brother, it is not enough. When I heard that he was captured and behind bars, it was not enough. I remember this guy hit me on the back of my head. I remember this guy pulling this substance, this acid in my eye. It's not enough. He was not alone. He got a lot of folks out with him that did that evil act to me. Not only to me, there are a lot of people out there who lose their life because of the evil few hand of people trying to, you know, revenge or enrich themselves. Some of them are in the United States here. They contributed to this war. Some of them are behind bars. Some of them are staying in Liberia there, in public offices, in high positions. My brother, it's not enough. We need a war crime code. We need a war crime code that will come in and give justice. The people of Liberia need justice. We need justice. Even the dead are still crying. The dead are still crying. People whose life were taken unnecessarily. People who, if they would have been in Liberia today, would have made a great impact today. Those people are dying. Those people, they're there and gone. And these people right now, they are crying for justice. Those souls are crying for justice. Their people can even sleep in their grave. Some of them never had graves. Some of them never had graves, my brother. I remember they kill people on the street. You get rotten, you get everything there. Yeah. The dog can take the bone to me. Hey, my brother, we need justice. Not only for those warmongers, even for the past government. The past government who led our people to massive destruction, even up to now. Look at the life of our young people. I remember during the Ebola time. I saw the Ebola time, how some of them ran away out of this country, how they were securing and protecting their home. They left our people. Brother, I will be walking, hearing people crying all over. Every house you will hear people crying. While they sit in their houses, they have every mention, everything under their control. I remember attending one of their meetings. In the foreign, they said, brought us some suggestions. He even speak on behalf of the disabled community. These heartless people never pay attention to our people. They left our people undone. My brother, up and down, you see few here of people enjoying, the masses are dying with hunger. Look at now the U.S. rate, how it's going. We need a 10 billion to get a new capital city. Or some kid in brought in once in two. He looked at knockout. 4 billion, they say 2 billion. That builds the mind of our young people. Brought some demonic act into the system. Destroying the mind. He get worse than even what his brother did. His brother never took gun. His mother contributed. But he came, he brought a system. Robert Salim, I'm talking about. Former Salim, who were hunting me in Liberia. Their other relatives. I knew them. I know what they were after. They started hunting me. I said, look at you. Your own people are more going to tell me. For the Liberia National Police, they will tell me. I have friends there. They will tell me. They told me everything. You better be careful. You better be careful. And I was careful until God help me at Kakara. Those evil people need to be brought to justice, my brother. They looted our country. They left us with done. Look at all the oil blocks, my brother. Look at all the oil blocks today. When you see the erosion happening in Liberia, enough for nothing. There are a lot of submarines that are coming under water. They're hauling. But so when no vessel comes, then the water starts rising up. Again, you know, okay, for example, if you get water in the top, halfway, then you pour something in the water will clean up. That's what happening when when rain fall, then the water coming inside. They say, oh, people building all the drainage. They lie! It's not putting in the swamp. She lied. Before in the 80s, water used to set in Liberia, but it was not like that. It never reached that destruction. I will not lie. I was in. By the time looking down, sometimes when rain fall, water will set. But as soon as we see the water will dry up, it go all over, it go.
Now, Sam, let's come back to these establishments. I mean, as you can hear now, I mean, hearing your story, actually, anybody will say, well, I think there's a need for this establishment of people should pay for what they did. Also. I mean, you being a little child and somebody intentionally, you know, making you blind, which you are today. What would be your reaction to, because there are Liberians on the other side of the fence who are saying, well, you know, let bygone be bygone. I listened to a debate recently, about a week or so ago, where they took the debate to Fendel, Duco debate, and they had the other guys that were pro for bringing the War and Economic Crimes Code, and also they had the other guys who were against it as well. And all these guys were all young people, are still below, you know, I think below the 20, below 40 or so. What do you think going on when these young people are behaving like this and they're standing in the way of justice? What do you have to say to them?
Brother, the people who are saying let bygone be bygone, they are thinking about the right thing, but they don't know how to put the right thing in place. You know, thinking about good thing and implementing good thing are two distinct things that people need to understand. And the only way bygone can be bygone, for example, let me put it a real Liberian way. If two women are fighting, or two children are fighting, what you have to do, even when they hurt one another, you all go to the court, or you all go to the police station, they say, the town chief, or whoever asks for the case so they can settle it some way. They normally sit down and discuss it. The other person will recognize they're wrong. The other person recognize they're right. Then the elders come in and tell you people should have known better and understand. Maybe it does not even work that way. You come together, you're talking, you're harmonize it. That's it. The thing I was thinking is 95% of them students started boasting. I don't need to repent, I don't need to beg anybody. Preachers were saying I was defending my people. We know you were defending, but you went some of the people that you were working with, they went extra miles. We did not support Samuel Joe Kelly or anybody. No. I got a girl from Nimba who bought a child for me. Okay? I never supported that. At that time, there were not back on the battle. There was strong retaliation. They went extra miles until they were killing innocent people. Mm-hmm. And we brought a forum was organized in order for us to make battle, apologize, and open up and work to the interest of the people. Y'all were busting out there.
Yeah.
Ellie came, she said her own. Edwin Snow, other people who knew themselves. A lot of them came, they say what they got to say, busting and bragging of the evil they done. They didn't even stop there. Suppressing our people right now. Even up to now. Then you telling us back on be back on. Back on be back on for what? How can back on be back on if you have done wrong, you don't recognize you're wrong, you don't want to apologize? How can back on be back on?
Yeah.
You that is serving as an intermediary to be able to establish peace. You have to understand the peace that you're establishing. Peace cannot be established in one party. Peace should be established between two people. One person cannot establish peace. It should be a collective effort, not an individual effort. How can you establish peace? How can back on be back on?
Yeah.
How can a back on be back on? Tell me for faith. You know, people are miscalculating or misunderstanding what, peace is all about. We appreciate the idea of peace. Like I said, the intention is good, but the implementation is kind of a little underestimate, because the individual in question or they in question are trying to bring in that kind of an idea is good, but they don't know how to carry on, and that's where the problem lies. Look at our young people, how homeless they are. Look at our people are homeless. Look at how vulnerable they are.
Yeah, but I mean, Sam, these are the same young people that I took in the flight pit today and standing in the way of justice. You are calling for justice for people who contributed to you going blind today. I mean, your parents, all of you are living in that agony. Oh, my child wasn't born blind. Somebody forcefully made him blind also, and somebody went and opened the woman's stomach up, and and those innocent souls are no longer around today. You are saying, well, we want people to really account to for what they did yesterday, but then the same young people you trying to talk in their behalf are the very young people that are saying, well, we don't want it today also. Now, finally, just before, because our time is already exhausted, just before we let you go, what particular message would you want to send out to these young people, actually, that are, especially those that are standing in the way of justice for these heinous crimes that were committed in Liberia?
My message to the young people of Liberia is that, please, my brothers and sisters, we want you to understand the truth. We want you to be wise. Don't be foolish. I'm sorry for the statement is too hard, but the truth always hurts. We want you to understand what you are saying. Some of you never participated in the thing, or some of you participated in the thing. Some of you have been brainwashed because people who committed no atrocity is feeding you It's helping you, it's supporting you. Therefore, you know what you're chopping land to cut off. My brother, you don't know what happened. The way you are happy, other people are not happy. Happiness should be across the board. The cake should be distributed equally. We want you to understand. Don't play a blind Lord. No. Don't play a blind Lord. We want you to understand you are the future leader of the country. You will be taking over tomorrow. It is very destructive if you take over tomorrow and the people that you are ruling, the people is having or agent greed in them. The agent greed in them. Then you come, you're saying you're not able to settle that problem. You're not able to even get a better leadership. It's wrong. Like I see today, George Manuel Weah, the president of Liberia, is supporting Eli Johnson, is refusing to bring in the war crime court. My brother, you are digging your own trap. I will say it boldly. I respect you. You know me. You know me and you know who am I. You used to call me Petit Commando. You know me. From Guinea, you know me. From Liberia, you know me. I met you individually. You know I know you. I know your wife when you were in Guinea. You went to visit Latina Conte. You know I know you. But I will stop it from right there. But I will tell you this, young people of Liberia, remember you are the future leader. You don't want to take over Liberia in some kind of a conflict. You don't want to take over Liberia tomorrow to change and set the shift the destiny of Liberia in a positive way, then it turns a bad with you.
Yeah.
This is the time we should establish the truth. This is the time we should call for justice. This is the time we should settle the matter. This is the time we should bring everybody around on the round table. Let everybody account for what they're doing. If they wanted a peaceful way, they will organize in a peaceful way, and all Liberians will be together, and everybody will confess, everybody will repent, everybody will ask for mercy, everybody will talk politely, nicely, apologize, and and never try to say, I'm sorry. Say sorry from the bottom of your heart. Do not say sorry arrogantly, destructively, but constructively and positively. When you say sorry, it will hurt. It will not only help you today who are there, but it will help the unborn generation to come. If you, the young people today, can come up with something good to bring all these people together to vote, let the war crime concern that it will deter other people from committing the same evilness to destroy our beautiful and one nation. Justice for all, never the injustice for all that we depend on. This Liberia, it will help us in a long way. But if you say you want to join other people because they're putting food on your table, they're putting some rice and other things, they're helping you, my brother, you are doing harm not only to you, but to the unborn generation that is coming. Because you want to enjoy today. Some of us, if we wanted to enjoy, we would have participated in what Ellie wanted to get us more money. So some people say that Ellie brought me like that's a big lie. Ellie never brought me to the United States. I can put my neck for temple. Then she asked herself, or someone after me. They were trying to kill me. I had a rubber accident twice. People coming to my house in a nest where I was. I knew all of that. How can we look at these people who looted our country, destroy our country, bring poverty? Look at the U.S. race today, how it's looking at. A woman that went and pulled our airport, our port authority, go and establish Nicodemus with other people, came for her to, control and shape the destiny of our country. And we have a president and other people who say that, hey, we are not fool people out here. We are educated people. That's why we have disability, that's why we are blind, but we understand the chicanery, the political hulu that is around us. We understand the political landscape. We know what is unfolding. And therefore, we are calling on all of these young people, wherever you are, be the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah.
Speak up. Tomorrow, when you take over, let it be peace. Let peace reign. Let's bring these people to justice.
Yeah.
When we bring these people to justice, we the people can forgive them if it is done appropriately, or we can make the law to take its course. So I'm urging all of you, learn that today. Life in Liberia now is horrible, it's terrible, it's painful. Few people are enjoying, and things is getting hard and hard and hard and hard, extra hard. Please think twice. The people mislead us in the past. We should not be the same fool that they could not misleading us. Please, my brothers and sisters, the youth of Liberia, the future leaders, think twice. Be wise. Let yours say shine your eyes. Don't put it shine the eyes, but let your breathe work with the eyes. Be wise, please. Just a message around for all of you out there. I love you. I love you. And I want to send this caveat out there to the Liberian government. We are coming up. Just as Samuel Allen, the head activist for the uplifting of the right of person with disability in Liberia. I'm not there yet. The same way I came against the other party, the ruling, the former ruling party. I'm coming up if you fail to take your responsibility to improve the living condition of people with disability. This country does not belong to only we are alone. This country does not belong to North because we know those roads are called the roads. Those are makers who are there. Stealing and kidnapping. Ellie used to bribe them every snow. All of you, we know you. All of you, you destroy our country. We go in at the UN embassy, from the UN headquarters on the 8th. We go in there. We will petition them. You will hear our voice. And we are working behind the scenes that justice to take place in our country. Our people will not die. Our people will not go the effort will not go in vain. All the evil you do to our people, they will come to a light. 99 days for the rule of the day in the laboratory, 1 day for the master.
All right, indeed. That's the voice of Mr. Samuel Allen. He has been our guest on the Max K talk show tonight. Lengthily, we've been discussing his blind as well. What made him blind and who made him blind as well. He was never born as a blind man, but Chucky Taylor contributed to it and his group. And today he's blind, and so he's also passionately appealing to you that are still sitting on the fence or want to stand in the way of justice in Liberia. Now, finally, let's say, Alan, finally, let's hear your departing words for tonight. We need to come back here and let's talk more about the disability and challenges in Liberia. But for tonight, just before we let you go, finally, what is your departing word to your listeners, many listeners and followers tonight?
My departing word to, first of all, let me address my faithful and brave and courageous brothers and sisters with disability. Take heart and be strong. The Almighty God of God, He will never leave us nor forsake us. If we are denied us and forget that, some of us, we stood the cost. And we were there. Just because you can barely witness here at Congo at the 50-year office. Mama Kpakio knows me very well. I forgot, Osatu from the youth, the women youth lead, the chairman of the women youth lead, she knows me very well. The chairman of the CDC, he knows me very well. Other strong members of the CDC and whoever, y'all know me very well. I want to tell you, the Liberian people are your own people. The Congress for Democratic Change, what you stand for, the changes that you are pushing for, the changes that Liberia is seeking, We want to see it. Liberian people can stay too long. Look at Ethiopia. Ethiopia in 6 months. We see changes. You can do the same thing, President Weah. The same blood that is running through that man's vein, the president of Ethiopia, is running through your vein. I trust you. One time when you stay on the pitch to play, you play with your whole heart. This is another pitch you need to stay on as a president. You play that football. I know you are a veteran player. And I want you to play that good football. Play a fair football. Get it back to everybody. Even if a disabled man is an attacker, get it back to him. He was going to go. Let me tell you today, he was going to go. Do not be selfish. Play equal path. Create the job and the opportunity for disability. Create the opportunity for our young girls and boys. There are many ways you can get it. You can get things done. We believe in your ability. My recommendation to you today, if you want to bring peace and development in the country, 99% of the country resources go in the interior. Open farm. Increase the salary of the farmers. If the people in the city that are getting $100 per month, get the people in the bush 100 and 200, 300 for their salary. Your people will be leaving the country, going to the city, and they'll be making farm. That strategy I'm giving it to you free of charge. I'm going for you. God gives me no gift. I don't need to work in your government, but I can craft some document down to help you bring changes in your government. That's people with disability. God gave us that gift. Pay the people, increase the salary, and bring more money in the interior. Say, if you make farm, we will promote your business, we will do this. You will see, everybody will run back to the soil, the hunger will go, and the people will live happily. Not everybody will work in that government, but you should be technically inclined. Your able Latino should be technically inclined to know how to create, on every atmosphere for people living with disability.
Yeah.
Even the Liberian people at large. Failure of that, my brother, the same people who were saying, Hosanna, Hosanna. When it comes to God, they will say, crucify him, crucify him. He failed us.
Indeed.
You don't want to see that, my brother. I wish you good luck. I wish all of you good luck. I extend my greetings to our mother in Liberia. Mama, your hello. And your son, let God bless you. Let God open the door and opportunity. Papa, your hello. God bless you. Let God open the opportunity. My brother Jonathan Koji and others. Mama Zikaba, I love you. All other faithful and patriotic Liberians came for the truth. Start thinking about it, the youth of Liberia. We need justice. We need war crime code. The people that cause us today, we stealing, we smoking, we doing drugs, we are jobless, we are in jail. We need justice. When we establish justice using the war crime code, it will shake some people to stop armed robbery. It will make a lot of people scared because if we pick the wheat among the farm and leave the good crops, we will be productive. But if we leave the wheat among the crops, it will destroy all the crops. And
of course.
So Liberia is leading to destruction. Ellie is working under the thing to undermine this country, and we are standing there. I think they say you don't know. People seeing you going to that wall 24 hours, we know what you're doing. But the youth link of CDC, you're there to talk, you're there to talk. You're sharing your eyeball and your thing twice, your thing wisely. Like when for the youth love you, President Weah, but the youth love you and you will love them too. You will
Indeed, of course, yeah.
opportunity and avenue for them. If not, no.
Okay.
Beyond, thank you. I love you and God love you. Shalom.
All right, Sam. Mr. Sam, thank you so much. Thanks for your time and thanks so much for sharing your story tonight on our show. We want to wish you the very, very best as you continue to, endeavor there in the States. May God be with you as well. Let's keep in touch.
No problem, brother. At any time, at your service, call me back. We want to make Liberia a better place for all of us, and we are willing holistically to avoid a lot of things on basic time and, join you that is taking up this greatest opportunity to be able to improve the living culture of Liberia. I want to say thank you, Max, for the powerful work that you are doing. My brother, 99 people is not thinking like you, but I'm so happy to see you providing this opportunity indeed to bring changes. This is another way you're contributing immensely to the developmental process.
Thank you.
And the attitude of the people like Brooklyn, the former minister of Brooklyn said, changing mind and attitude. This forum is very, 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 very constructive. It's good. They will have to change the mind and attitude of the young people, of our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters. Let them understand and know that indeed, yes, we need to get on the right path.
Indeed.
No other one can get on the right path if we don't create awareness. And this is a positive awareness that we are creating. Thank you, Matt, and thank you for the time, and thank you for your resources, your effort, and thank you for everything that you are investing to make your country a better place.
Thank you.
If you're even voting to be a president or representative, trust me,
I think about
I will support you. I will mobilize you for you because what you're doing here now, brother, even when you in Liberia, how you were visiting the young people, going to places, my brother, and you are a man with a big heart. May God continue to bless you.
Yeah.
May God strengthen you. May God open the opportunity. May God give you your heart desire.
Amen. Amen.
And may God make you a faithful servant.
Amen.
Not only to Liberia, but in the kingdom of God.
Thank you very much.
Brother, thank you.
All right, Sam. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Have a very, very good night. Okay, that was our studio guest.
Matt, before I take a leave.
Oh God, we just lost you. Okay, the Max K Talk Show. We've been having with us Mr. Samuel Allen. Samuel, we want to say thank you so much for taking up your time to come on the show tonight. Thanks for being so brave and sharing your stories with us as well. Samuel Allen wasn't born blind. At 9 years old, they walked him, leading him to the age of 10. According to him, he was caught by Chucky Taylor and his group because he refused to hold arm and do training to become a soldier for the MPFL. He was massively beaten, wasn't killed. According to him, that night all he could remember is people wasting substance in his eyes. And today that led him to be blind. And these are the people that say they came to give us freedom. How can you give freedom to a child that you met the mother and the father looking after them so well, never born with any disability? You came to give them freedom, and you say, yes, this child is seeing good, this child is looking promising, is promising, it seems to be a promising child. And you destroy their future in a way. You made them blind. I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for following. May God bless you, and thanks for supporting the show as well. We'll be taking our weekend break, of course. We'll be back on Monday. God bless you.
Give me a new day. I don't want yesterday. All I want is a done one yesterday.